Hi there. My name is Terry Weber. I am with the Elder Care Specialist here on campus with the Office of Work Life. And I welcome you today to the HR Support for Supervisors series. Today, I'll be sharing a few strategies with you to help you help your employees who are balancing their job responsibilities while caring for an older loved one. Being a caregiver for an older loved one is growing more commonplace as baby boomers age and the life expectancy increases. How many of you are caring for an older loved one? Here's a quote from Rosalind Carter that I've always liked. She sums it up pretty well. There are only 4 kinds of people in the world: those who have been caregivers, those who are currently caregivers, those who will be caregivers, and those who will need caregiving. Just about every one of us will be affected by caregiving in some way. So let's dig in. By the end of this presentation, I hope you will have an understanding of the prevalence of caregivers in the workforce, recognize the challenges and demands of a working caregiver, learn strategies to help support a work-life balance, and realize the benefits of a caregiver-friendly workplace. If you oversee 6 or more employees, there's a good chance that 1 or more of your employees is caring for a spouse, a parent, an in-law, a friend, or a grandparent. 1 in 6 employees is a caregiver for an older loved one. It's estimated that there are 34.2 million adults in the U.S. who have been a caregiver to an adult age 50 or older in the last 12 months. And this number will only continue to grow as people continue to live longer. And with that comes the incidence of chronic illness and disability. Aging individuals need more care, and that care will fall on individual family members. Changes in society are helping, women make up 60% and men make up 40% of working caregivers. And changes in society are helping bridge this gap. We need to get away from the gender stereotype that only women can take on the role of caregiver or nurturer. Men and women face the same challenges in caring for a loved one. Caregivers spend, on average, more than 20 hours a week providing some kind of care. And this can be something quick, like picking up groceries or prescriptions, or something more consuming as meal preparation, laundry, medication management, accompanying them to the doctors, helping them bathe and get ready for night. Caregiving covers a lot of territory and is progressive. When you think about it, 20 hours a week is a part-time job, and that is on top of their full-time job here. On average, caregivers spend $7,000 per year of their own money on caregiving-related expenses. Our older loved ones planned for and had money to last them 20 years from retirement. But today, our older loved ones are living longer, 25, 30 years past retirement, and they're running out of money. Caregivers help pay for transportation, food, clothing, and medical costs. More and more of the expenses are falling on our caregivers. So what are some of the challenges for the working caregiver? Employees who are balancing caregiving and work responsibilities may have more absences. They may need to spend time during business hours setting up healthcare appointments or consulting with doctors or dealing with emergencies. Reducing or giving up a paycheck, as well as future Social Security benefits, losing job security, career mobility, or employment-related benefits like health insurance or retirement plans have serious negative consequences for the caregiver's future. There's loss in tenure and seniority due to job changes, and there's feelings of isolation. Caregivers are all around us, but they often stay hidden, primarily for 2 reasons. They don't see themselves as a caregiver, just a son or a daughter who is helping mom and dad. But when that help becomes more consistent and affects their own time, it becomes caregiving. And the second reason is that they're embarrassed. They don't want to be seen as if they can't give 100%. They fear it makes them look less available and less committed to their job. And let's face it, unlike childcare, caring for an older loved one is not celebrated in the workplace the same way. Stress, depression, sleeplessness, and physical illness. Balancing work and caregiving causes stress and anxiety, which takes a toll on the employee's physical, emotional, and mental health. Caregivers are pulled in two different directions with little time to care for their own needs, which of course leads to depression, obesity, high blood pressure, diabetes, and a whole array of medical conditions. Do you know who the working caregivers are in your department? And as there are challenges for the working caregiver, of course, there are challenges for the employer. Work absenteeism. Elder care exceeds child care as the leading cause of workplace absenteeism. I'm not sure why I was surprised by that, but I was. Workday interruptions. Again, they may need to coordinate care and medical appointments for their aging loved one while businesses are open. The idea of rehiring and retraining replacements and going through that hiring process can be tedious. Increased health care costs, less efficiency in the day-to-day operations of the department, and decline in morale. When employees who are caregivers, or even those who are not caregivers, don't feel supported by management, there's going to be low morale. So what can you do to help? What are the benefits of a caregiver-friendly workplace? Well, the benefits are maximize productivity, improve employee physical and emotional health, attract and retain talented employees, reduce healthcare costs, and minimize interruptions due to being prepared. So, you as a supervisor have the power to make a difference. Start the conversation. Don't assume you know who your caregivers are. It's important to start top down. That way, you're creating a culture within your department where it's acceptable to talk and discuss about what's going on outside the work walls. And remember, many caregivers are hesitant to reveal that they even are caregivers. Informing your group about upcoming elder care events, such as our lunch and learns or our monthly support group, is a non-threatening way to get the discussion going. A question to ask yourself: are your employees as comfortable talking about leaving early to take mom to her doctor's appointment as they are about leaving early to attend a parent-teacher conference at their son's school? Caregiving for an aging loved one is different than caring for a child. In caring for an older loved one, both the onset and the duration of caring is unpredictable. Elder care, it may come on gradually from a chronic degenerative condition like Parkinson's or Alzheimer's, but more likely caregiving arises abruptly as a result of an accident or a fall. And all of a sudden, these employees are thrown into the caregiving world with little time to prepare. So the goal is to normalize the conversation about elder care. So when that time does come, folks are more willing to talk about it. Encourage your employees to check out the different flexible work options and together figure out which would work best for both your department and their caregiving situation. Remote work. We're all doing that now, or most of us are. Adjust working hours. So maybe they can't work 8 to 5, but they can get all their work done if it is cut up into chunks during the day. Or the compressed work week. Instead of maybe 5 8-hour days, they do 4 10-hour days. Also, know what services and resources are available here on campus and in the community to help your folks. The work-life office, elder care, that's me. Give me a call or have your employees give me a call. I'd be happy to help them. We have parenting resources, and we also have our counselors, individual and family counselors. The health and wellness department can help out, and financial well-being. Todd, who's our financial well-being officer, can help those folks manage their money. Elder care is expensive, and maybe they just need a little guidance. Showing a little compassion and an awareness for that job-care connection, you can create a positive workplace, you can increase your department's productivity and morale, and reduce your employee turnover. So altogether, it's a win-win situation. Here's some contacts information. Todd Mulcahy is our financial well-being officer here. Health and wellness, they have dietitians, they have exercise consultants, they have health coaches. training and development, and of course, work life. We believe in you. With your support, a working caregiver can be both a dedicated care provider and an employee. You got this.